this is how my calendar looks like right now. I am working the following jobs: trainee as a client advisor, accountant 10%, and the YouTube part takes about 20%. At the same time, I am studying business administration part-time. There are a lot of productivity systems out there on YouTube, but this system I found mostly by myself. I was trying a lot of different things and there are many errors. So my scheduling system is split up in the following categories: energy level, the Mission Impossible rule, the deadline law, and the morning glory fun factor, which is combined together. I mean, the best advice would be to have no calendar, but as you see, if you have so many things around or going on in your life, the temptation is quite high to not get other things done as well. It's crucial for me in order to help myself accountable and work on different things. I need that calendar. So you need to decide for yourself if you really need it. So one thing is clear. Throughout my day, my energy level is going to decrease towards the evening. The power of inability to resist temptation is the lowest in the evening. Do you catch yourself like this guy here? After a long day at work, scrolling through social media for hours? Unbelievable. In other words, you can replicate your life as a phone battery. Every single morning it is recharged and ready to go, while during the day, the more you use it, the less energy is in there. But it gets recharged every night as well. Hey, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Keeping these two things in mind, from a macro standpoint, I split up my calendar into 3 categories. The first part is the high energy and high temptation part, which requires a lot of brain power, and the temptation to do something else is very high. That is especially when I wake up in the morning and instead of picking up my phone, I just get out of my bed and get my day going, which gives me around 1.5 hours to 2 hours of time before I go to work. That part includes studying, projects I need to work on. For example, ideas for YouTube videos, because then I have the creative spirit and the inspiration I'm searching for. Another thing is reading. I do that about 2 times per week. And tasks at work, an uncomfortable call, or doing something repetitive which I would put off during my day. So I will do these things the first thing I get into the office. So the second part, the biggest part of the day, the high energy and low temptation one. You still require a lot of energy to do the tasks, but the temptation to do something else or picking up your phone and scrolling through social media is quite low. These activities include client appointments at work, going to the gym, creating YouTube videos, or meeting up with friends. So the third part of the day is the low energy and high temptation phase, where it is very easy to procrastinate. And what I would do there is to not put like big assignments or inspirational things, planning out YouTube videos to that part, because the temptation of doing it the next day or doing it tomorrow is so big that I wouldn't put the effort in. Daily part 3 activities include personal creative projects, for example, learning the handstand or educating myself with YouTube videos, watching other YouTube creators, listening to podcasts or listen to audiobooks, which I would do in the evening because I would be too tired to read, so I would rather listen to things there. Having a nice dinner, going out and just enjoying time with my family or friends. It's not even like that I would write every single task into my calendar, but just to remind myself of, I would put it into my calendar. And the thing there is, that's the 3-way structure I have in my head. The first question I would ask myself always is, how likely am I to not do the task? And secondly, the question, how much energy it will require. The Mission Impossible rule. I used to be that person who was thinking that I had to get all the tasks and all the work done in that single day. Since I'm working for a few years now in the working environment, I came to realize that it is nearly impossible to get everything done in that single day. If you start a task and not finish it, your brain will still engage in there and think about it and process this information. The thing there is, if you're working on huge projects, then you can actually turn that in favor to you. If I sit down for 20 minutes and can't find any inspiration, then I just leave the table and come back to it with a snack, or don't even spend my time at my desk, going on a walk, getting out into the fresh air, or just fully stop for the day. I usually go for in order to get new ideas the next day. So the deadline law is the most important one in my opinion, because it's also the easiest one to procrastinate or put off. If I take the example right now, I have an assignment which is due in December, and I set myself the goal to finish it before I go to Frankfurt, which was the case this week, where I went a few days on holiday. With that deadline before going to Frankfurt, I set myself the clear boundary to finish it before the deadline actually is due in from the uni itself, and also to give me the spare time during the semester to work on other things with YouTube, for example. So what I did there with the deadline law is, okay, I was setting myself the clear boundary on Sunday before I leave, I need to be finished, at least with the whole draft. Every single morning, I worked 1.5 hours on the assignment, writing these things, and even in the evenings, I was strict on myself and tried to finish off the assignment. And guess what? And I was almost done on Friday. I never thought I could finish that. Which shows again how this positive internal pressure you put on yourself has a much better effect, because I could fully enjoy my holidays, not worry about that assignment, while my first idea was to do it during that time. It would just make my holiday unenjoyable, and with these clear boundaries and that deadline law, it makes life much easier, and you can also hold yourself more accountable. Morning glory and fun factor. 5 minutes you take every morning to write something down. That small thing you write down there, you will be looking forward to it, and with that positivity, you're going into the day and just looking at everything more positively. For me, it would be, for example, going to the gym, getting a nice workout in. I'll smile always if I get that nice workout in. Need to be something you're really passionate about and things you really enjoy. It takes not much of your day, but has a big impact. Try it out and let me know in the comment sections down below. One last thing in general I want to point out here is to use the calendar as a reminder and not fill it up with all small tasks you need to do. More of the things you're most likely to put off. As soon as you get into that routine of doing these things, life will get much easier, and I think that helped me a lot to get into my morning routine, to hit that workout, because I'm regularly working out on the same days and filming YouTube videos at the same days. That helps me to keep myself accountable and get just the work at the end done. If you're someone who's struggling to study for your exam, can't find the right study plan, then I have this video for you, which will help to make your life easier, hopefully, and I will see you guys there. Thank you very much for watching this video.